and I hope you have an opportunity to check out the Virginia countryside, its byways, its wineries, and quaint little villages while you're here. And I just want to welcome you, and there are a number of speeches to come, but I'd like to say here's to Emily and Matt for the first round of toast at least, for a very happy life together.
Up next, Mom of the bride.
Can you hear me? Okay. With a nod to Jane Austen, let's raise our glasses and drink that our hopes, our wishes, our confidence, and our predictions will be fully answered in the perfect happiness of this union. To Emily and Matt.
Neil, you're such a doll.
What?
You're such a doll. Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
So we all know Emily and Matt have been together since sophomore year of high school, which already seems like a lifetime to most of us, and is longer than the vast majority of Hollywood marriages. If you think about it, part of why Emily and Matt work is that they complement each other ridiculously well. Emily loves to cook, or Emily loves to Emily loves to clean, Matt loves to cook. Emily's about as high-strung as they come, for those of you who saw the wedding schedule, and Matt's more laid back. Emily wears the pants in the relationship, and Matt, well, you get the picture.
That is true.
But on a more serious note, Matt, I'd like to officially welcome you to the family. You've essentially been my brother for the past 11 years, and I'm thrilled to know we'll be guaranteed fabulous meals for life. Finally, I'd like to end with a couple of quotes that I think help describe what makes Emily and Matt work so well together. Oscar Wilde once said, "Ultimately, the bond of all companionship, whether in marriage or friendship, is conversation." From what I can tell, you two will never run out of things to talk about. I mean, I think egg in a frame versus surprise eggs is still up for debate. And finally, this last one is self-explanatory. When we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into mutually satisfying weirdness and call it love, true love. To Emily and Matt.
I'd like to start by thanking the Duncans, the Two Hills, and the Geigers for hosting us here tonight. It's a beautiful evening, and the rain held off, thank goodness. Thank you. Matt was my best man at my wedding about 4.5 years ago, and he turned the speech into sort of a comedy routine, so I have to return the favor. The punchline of his best joke, I thought, was when he talked about this new presence that had entered my life and how it had changed me, and how I seemed happier and lighter on my feet. And it turns out he was talking about my TiVo. So a story came to my, or a habit of Matt's came to my attention actually very recently. My wife Anna was in bed for a couple days under the weather, and she was emailing with Matt, and Matt kindly offered, much to his chagrin now I think, to send her a list of DVDs that he has collected. And Anna emailed me immediately like, "Mike, you won't believe this." Like, so she forwards me an Excel spreadsheet with, I am not kidding, 500 DVDs organized by genre and alphabetized within that. And then there are yellow highlights throughout for DVDs that have been checked out by friends. And for somebody who's known as laid back, I find this a little curious. And you know, I was wondering how that would work with Emily, and so I was talking to my mom the other day about how I wanted to tell this story at the wedding, and she said, "You know, Emily color categorizes books on the shelves in their house to make it look nice." So I think you guys are peas in a pod on this. I wanted to add to the DVD collection. I got Matt One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. easy part. I think it's been a great thing to watch these two grow together. I think we all kind of give them a hard time about how long they've been dating, but I think it's really a remarkable thing that they've kept this together for so long and over so many through so many different challenges and changes in their lives and growing up together. And I think it's really a remarkable thing. So I think we need to all realize how special that is. And all right, and a couple other things I want to say. I'm gonna wrap it up. But everyone has a glass except me. But if you could all raise them to Matt and Emily and to a long and happy life together.
Cheers.